So here we go then, everybody. Welcome to Game Day 2.0 in Austria, and we're arrived for the Innsbruck Cup as Town take on RB Leipzig and Werder Bremen in a great stadium, I have to admit, the Tivoli Stadion. We're inside just before the kickoff, and it's going to be a busy day, but I can't wait. Hope you enjoy it. Can Town win the Innsbruck Cup? We'll find out. I'm going to bring the sights, the sounds, and the thoughts from the Cowboy Army as ever. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Okay, then it's time for some snappy snaps, and the team have arrived and they're on the pitch. Kieran McKenna and co over there, just having a chat, looking at the pitch, probably looking at the scenery, which is very lovely, of course, indeed. The team news is going to be dropping soon, so let's bring you that. Okay then, team news is just dropped, and I'm joined by good old Alex Jones. The young guns are here, and he's got the team sheet. And let's show the viewers the team sheet, because I know they like that sort of stuff.
We'll have a look here. There we go. It's a proper kind of European style team sheet. I just flashed right in front of Ross's face. That's there. Slightly confusing one in this case, because it's like different crosses for who's starting, who's on the bench. It's a little bit strange. I'll take you through it because it's all a little bit hard to see whilst I'm waving this piece of paper around. Should we go through the teams then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go through the teams. Town, let's see if I can do this off. Let's see if I can do this off the top of my head. It'll be Hladsky in goal. We'll have ball at right back, the Swiss Army knife. He'll be partnered in, well, not really partnered in defence, but he'll be in the back line alongside Elkan Baggett, Luke Wolfenden and Leith Davis. Interesting to see Wolfenden in there with Baggett this time. So the two in midfield, we're going to have Sam Moores, we're going to have Marcus Harness. Marcus Harness again, a little bit out of position, but a role that he's familiar with. Front three's a little bit all over the place this time. We're going to have Caden Jackson, the natural striker, out on the right, although he's done that loads, as we all know. Chaplin through the middle. Looks like it's going to be Amari Hutchinson on the left, with George Hurst leading the line. So that's the team. We've got a few youngsters on the bench that I need to make sure I get right. Kieran Slicker, Ryan Carr, Zach Bradshaw, Leon Yinde. Fantastic test if they can get out onto the pitch today. All sorts of names starting for Leipzig, as well as we have a plane. Oh, a helicopter.
We've got a
helicopter
down.
landing down. Mohamed Simakan, Emil Forsberg, Yusuf Poulsen, big names. Obviously, Josko Gvardiol linked with Manchester City, £100 million potentially. Yeah, it's going to be, maybe in terms of experience, it's a little bit of a mismatch, but you know what? These are the kind of environments that I feel like Town will thrive in. Let's see how they handle that.
Yeah, indeed. Well, enjoy it. I'm going to give you my pitch side view, and of course, Alex will be joining me soon for the team news for the Werder Bremen game, which you probably could guess who's going to start, but we'll find out anyway. Let's get right into it. So it's time for the pitch side view, where I'm going to be taking my snappy snaps. Now, I could potentially move, because I don't know which side we're going to be shooting first, but we'll find out, I'm sure, and I'll bring you a half-time update. Let's get right into it, and let's just look at these lovely mountains. Let's look up. Oh, just beautiful. Just love it. Let's get into some snappy snaps. Let's go. Now it's time for my half-time update, and it's goalless for Town against Leipzig. Here's the scoreboard. 0-0 in the first 30 minutes of this game. Town doing pretty well against the Bundesliga side. Elkan Baggett, the standout so far. Town battling really well and defending really well. Not really had many chances to really talk about. Even Leipzig, to be fair. I think Lackey had to make one save. But yeah, let's see what happens in the second half. Let's go. So full time in the first game, and Town have beaten Leipzig 1-0. George Hurst with the header to give Town the win and all 3 points. And as you can see, Town are top of the table in the Innsbruck Cup. Up next is, of course, Werder Bremen versus RB Leipzig. We'll find out what happens in that game shortly. But let's go and speak to some fans, get their thoughts on the first game. And big up George Hurst, what a header. So I've bumped in to James Dack once again. We spoke in the first Austrian trip, now back again, this time in Innsbruck. Lovely views. James, let us know how you got here and your second trip watching Town in Austria.
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, they obviously announced this trip the day after the other trip, and this one's the most exciting teams we've played against in 10, 15, 20 years. So I had to bankrupt myself to get out here. Yeah. But incredible place.
Definitely, mate. As you can see, we've had to do this interview very differently because I don't know how. Basically, I'm going to move away. Basically, I don't know how to get up there, and if there is a way to get up there, it would basically have to go the whole way. I'm not bothering, but James is happy to do it here, hold the mic. But yeah, James, enough of that. Town have just beaten Bundesliga side Leipzig 1-0. George Hurst with the goal. Thoughts on that?
Well, Champions League, you're having a laugh. I mean, you can't get much better for our first game. Lovely finish off the crossbar from the man George Hurst.
Yeah, great. Just George Hurst showing why we signed him, got the goal, and yeah, Leipzig. Yeah, Champions League having a laugh. That was a lovely thing. You knew Town fans are here. You just know English fans are here when they're talking about sit down, shut up. You're having a laugh, Champions League and all that. It's just, I love it. But it's just been a good occasion, hasn't it, so far? Lovely views. The mountain, we can just see it right now. Sorry, you can't see it right on camera, but you've seen it throughout this video. But what's your main takeaway from that first game against Leipzig? 60-minute game. Players that stood out for you?
I tell you, I felt like Elkan Baggett had a very good game. I think he maybe struggled slightly against Stevenage in the pouring rain, but actually, you know, against Leipzig had a very solid half, very solid game. What was it, 60 minutes? So just over a half. So yeah, no, I mean Amari Hutchinson played well as well. I mean, I think he should have got a goal really, but.
Yeah, there was a moment, wasn't there? I think like maybe the final 2 minutes, he was through on goal. He got round his player, he got round another player, and he just thought, just shoot, Omari, just shoot. But he didn't, and he did eventually, but of course that was too late. But once again, he's shown his ability again, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks like he'll be a real good player this season on that wing. I mean, he's mainly on the right, so him and Burns. I mean, we'll see how that plays out, I guess.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to the second game then? We've got Werder Bremen. Currently we're watching Werder Bremen versus Leipzig. But yeah, at the moment, James, we're top of the table.
Well, let's bring that cup home. That cup is looking beautiful. I want to add another star to the shirt.
Let's not go that far. But James, thanks so much for joining me. Final words?
Bring on Werder Bremen.
Oh yes, bring it on. That's up next. I'll bring you the result for this game shortly. Let's go. So full time between RB Leipzig and Werder Bremen, and it's ended goalless. So Town are still top of the table in the Innsbruck Cup. Are they going to lift the trophy? We shall wait and see. Team news has just dropped, and it's a different level, of course. The Dapper on top, Kieran Slicker in goal. Let's see how Town get on. Let's go and have a little look at the table once again. Town top. Can they stay there? We shall see. I can see behind me, Werder Bremen are in front. They're winning 1-0 at half time. Town just not at the same level in this game. A very edgy game, not many chances really. Probably Werder Bremen, probably in deserving lead. Can Town get back in this game in the second half? Or are we going to go to penalties? Because I think that's going to probably happen, isn't it? When it's both 3 points, it's got to be penalties. We'll find out. Let's go. So full time, and Town have won the Innsbruck Cup. Greg Lee with the equaliser to make it 1-1. 4 points on the board for Town, unbeaten against two Bundesliga side. We got that. Congratulations, Ipswich Town. I was too busy taking some snappy snaps of celebrations, so no footage of that. But let's go and speak to some fans and get their thoughts on this big Innsbruck Cup win. Let's go. And I'm joined now by Peter and Fred, who have just witnessed Town win a major trophy, the Innsbruck Cup. Just drew 1-1 with Werder Bremen. They beat Leipzig earlier. Peter, Fred, what a day. The sun is shining. Fred, start with you, my friends. Thoughts on today, and Town have lifted a trophy.
I thought it was bloody hilarious, to be honest. Turned up there expecting absolutely nothing. We fluked a little 1-0 win against Leipzig. I thought neither side were good at all. Gone in, Werder Bremen, light work, needed a point, came out with a point. Eyeing the star on, that's a bit of European silverware. Thank you very much.
Yes, my friend. It's just been a great occasion, I have to admit. Right now, I'm standing on a stool because I can't get over there. We already said this earlier when I spoke to James. Peter, before we get kicked out, the stewards are looking at us and going, get out. But thoughts on today, my friend? What a day.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. What a lovely place as well.
Yes.
It's a really nice place. Yeah, it was really good, both games. Both games were pretty much 2 second halves. First halves were pretty slow, and then 2 really good second halves. Elkan Baggett in the first game, by the way. I didn't speak to you after the first game. Yeah. He was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely pocketed Benjamin Sesko, who's worth about £50 million. Really well, especially because I think there's been a talk about him going on loan, I think. He looked really, really good first game. And then second game, yeah, really impressive again. First half a bit slow, but dominated them in the second half. I thought they didn't really have a lot of chances, and 2 good goals from crosses again with the wingers. Really impressed. Really good day. Really good tournament. Good pre-season in all, considering we beat Luton, Preston with full teams, and then beat Leipzig and drew a bit of Werder Bremen. Really good pre-season. Yeah, pre-season now wrapped up. The big start of the Championships next week against Sunderland. Fred, you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling confident. Can't make Sunderland, unfortunately. I'll be there at Stoke. I'm going on holiday next week, and then I'm flying in 2 in the morning for that. Yeah, bring it on. Why not?
Peter, sorry, I just interrupted there, Fred, because we're going to get kicked out. They're looking at us and they want to get these Brits out, don't they? But Peter, final words as you leave Austria. Another great day.
Yeah, just looking forward to next season, really. I think it's been as positive a pre-season as you can get, to be honest. I've always said I think we'll be a mid-table team next year. I hope we'll be, but anything better than that is a big bonus. I feel confident we'll be competitive in every game. If we sneak into that top 6 or near the top 6, I'll be really happy. But yeah, really confident. Good pre-season, great trip. Innsbruck Cup winners.
Yes.
What a day.
Okay, we've been kicked out of the stadium, but I went for a wander and I found 2 great Town fans here who actually live in Munich, but they've got actually season ticket holders. Big shout out to them. Lindsay and Grace, we've just witnessed Town win the Innsbruck Cup. Shout out to the Werder Bremen fans who are actually filming this, so thank you so much for this. Thoughts on today, and it's great to watch Town in the flesh?
Absolutely. Great day out. Wonderful that the guys are here, back in Austria. Great to see everything coming together after a long pre-season. Looked a very intense pre-season. And great to see them today against 2 extremely strong Bundesliga teams. The game was, both teams picked up, I felt, in the second half. There's a clear uptake in intensity. Great to get the result. We hear that it's not all about results at this time of year, but they're building towards Sunderland next Sunday. So some great positives. Clearly missing 4, you'd think, main first teamers, with Broadhead and Walton and Luongo and Harry Clark. Obviously, Harry can't play next Sunday. But yeah, no, some strong individual performances. I'm very intrigued to see. We're very intrigued to see what the lineup's going to be next Sunday. Who he picks where, because there's some moving positions today. It's great that the guys, stuck to it and got the point in the second game to lift the Innsbruck Cup, which is. Some people in the stand were asking, is that a 4th star for the back of the shirt?
I don't think
Not
so.
quite, not
but
quite.
Grace, you're born in Munich, but a Town fan, adopted Town fan. Well done, Dad. Thoughts on today, watching Town in the flesh and seeing Town lift a bit of trophy?
I thought it was pretty cool to watch. I have not seen them when I saw them draw.
Bolton was a draw, 1-1 start last season.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty fun to watch them win twice and lift the trophy.
Yeah, and it was great little scenes actually, because Janoy Danashin held the trophy and he gave it to the fans, and the fans celebrated. I loved that. But your takeaways from today then, Lindsay? You know, a day, just good football, good atmosphere, great scenery. Innsbruck, shout out to Innsbruck.
It's
really
beautiful. Austria is fantastic. This part of the world is fantastic. We live here, so we're going to say that, but it truly is. Kieran McKenna clearly knows that. He's brought the guys here twice for the pre-season. And great that he got a tournament like this against a really strong calibre opposition, and it'll, I think, stand us in very good stead for the season. But yeah, what an absolutely wonderful day, and a great way to cap off pre-season by lifting a cup. And must I say, typical of the club and the way they do things, Janoy Danashin came with the trophy and gave it to the fans for them to celebrate with. Before, of course, taking it back for them to go celebrate a little bit, but real things don't start till next Sunday.
Yes, bring on next Sunday. Grace, you've got the final words, basically. Thoughts? Put you on the spot there. Put you on the spot.
We're looking forward to the season, aren't we? And we're gonna.
Yeah, I hope Ipswich win more and get promoted.
Again? Ooh, back promotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on. Why not? Lindsay, Grace, thanks so much. So there we go. Game day in the bag once again in Austria. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Big shout out to all the fans who took part. And what an afternoon it's been. It's been busy, but it's been enjoyable as Town lifted the Innsbruck Cup, beating Leipzig, drawing against Werder Bremen. Oh, what an afternoon, and great scenery, as we said already. It's been a great day. Innsbruck, big shout out to them. Just the city. If you ever want to come to Austria, Innsbruck, recommendation, definitely check it out. But yeah, big shout out, as I said, to the fans, and of course this is what Game Day is all about, is getting the fans' views. So if you want to get involved in future Game Days, get in contact. Ross Media UK on Twitter, Instagram, Kings of Anglia as well on all the socials, and get your voice heard. Up next, of course, is Sunderland at Stadium Light in the Championship. Bring it on, and goodbye Austria. It's been a pleasure. Let's go.